Hello viewers, welcome to My India, a show that brings the latest updates about India's rich culture, ethnic diversity and growing economy. I'm your host Paras Best. An incredible voice, an unmatchable personality and a soulful performer. We are talking about none other than the legendary playback singer Mohammed Rafi. Due to his versatility and sheer brilliance in singing, Rafi came to be known as the golden voice of the film industry. Let's take a look at Ye Zindagi Ke Mele, a concert organized to offer a musical tribute to the greatest voice of the film industry.
ये जिंदगी के मेले दुनिया में कम न होंगे अफसोस हम न होंगे ये जिंदगी
To pay
के
tribute to the
मेले
legend,
ये
the Rafi Foundation Memorial Society organized its 10th annual concert, Ye Zindagi Ke Mele, in New Delhi recently. The music produced by the film industry in the 50s till the 70s had left an indelible mark. So much so forth that even decades later, the melodies has the magic to uplift one's soul. One of the most legendary voices of this era, Padam Shri recipient Mohammed Rafi, continues to bring melody to the lives of millions of music lovers 3 decades after his demise.
रफ़ी साहब बहुत ही सीधे इंसान थे, डाउन टू अर्थ, एब्सोल्युटली अ परफेक्ट जेंटलमैन। उनकी सारी की सारी मेमोरीज़ जो हैं बस ऐसा कह सकते हैं कि एक एक्सपीरियंस है हर एक इंसान के लिए और हम लोग के लिए ख़ास तौर पर। जब भी उनसे मुलाकात होती थी तो उनका वो स्माइलिंग चेहरा, बातें बहुत कम करते थे, बस उनका एक आशीर्वाद हमेशा हम लोग के साथ रहता था। और जब उन्होंने ये दुनिया छोड़ी उस वक्त भी वो आखिरी वक्त तक एक म्यूज़िक डायरेक्टर साहब आए थे, उनके साथ रिहर्सल कर रहे थे। उनकी वाइफ ने पूछा कि आपकी तबीयत ख़राब थी फिर भी आप काम कर रहे थे। बोले एक आदमी बाहर से आया है जो मुझसे मिलने के लिए वक्त लेके, उसको वक्त ना देकर मैं अपनी तबीयत की कैसे ख्याल कर सकता हूँ। तो ही वॉज डेडिकेटेड पर्सन थ्रू आउट हिज लाइफ।
The singers performing at the concert crooned the decades-old but eternally popular Rafi songs in this lively event. The concert instilled a sense of nostalgia amongst the audience, and it was indeed the best way to remember the maestro. Mohammed Rafi started to show an inclination towards music at a very early age when he used to imitate the songs of a wandering fakir that used to visit his village. He had an ability to mold his voice to the persona of the actor lip-syncing the song on screen in the movie. Rafi peaked in the 60s and his voice was identified with almost all film stars of the day, including Dilip Kumar, Dev Anand, Shami Kapoor and Guru Dutt. The exuberance and freshness of his voice was truly immaculate.
ये फिल्म है उनकी याद को ज़िंदा रखने के लिए, कि उनकी जो सॉन्ग्स हैं उनको ज़िंदा रखने के लिए, और बहुत सारी यादें जुड़ी होती हैं पास पे पुराने लोगों की और नए लोगों की, इसमें यादें भी जुड़ी होती हैं बहुत सारी, और ये इस आवाज़ में बहुत सारे जादू हैं।
और मैं रफ़ी साहब की बहुत बड़ी फ़ैन हूँ और उनके गाने तो ऐसे लगते हैं, वो कितने पुराने गाने जितने भी हो लगते हैं हमने आज ही अभी सुने, मतलब ऑलवेज़ फ्रेश इन आवर माइंड्स। बहुत अच्छे गाने, बहुत पसंद करती हूँ मैं उन गानों को।
The singers at the concert did full justice to the songs of the celebrated music icon. Remembrance is an art in itself. As Jesudas once said, studying Mohammed Rafi can help a budding singer more than any textbook on music do.
मेरा मानना है कि रफ़ी साहब के गानों को गाने वाले सिंगर्स जो उनके अलग अलग टाइप के गाने गा सकते हैं, कि क्लासिकल है एक तरफ बॉइस्ट्रस म्यूज़िक वाला है, एक तरफ म्यूज़िक ह्यूमरस है, कव्वाली है, तो उसमें चांसेस है कि बगैर ट्रेनिंग लिए भी वो प्लेबैक सिंगर बन सकता है, बशर्ते वो रफ़ी साहब के गानों को सिंसियरली फॉलो करे।
मैंने पूछा चांद से कि देखा है कहीं
Muhammad Rafi is considered no less than an institution in the music industry, and singers still try to emulate his singing style and aim to achieve the same level of versatility.
कर चले हम फिदा
His range of variation is unmatched, be it a romantic number, a patriotic song, or a devotional rendition.
सुख के सब साथी दुख में न कोई।
Swami Vivekananda rightly said, we must not only tolerate others but positively embrace them, and that truth is the basis of all religions. The Muslim community of Muzaffarnagar is showing us how to follow this ideal path by helping out in the auspicious annual Kamad Yatra, a pilgrimage undertaken by Lord Shiva followers. Take a look.
The Delhi-Haridwar National Highway 58 has come alive with the chants of Bam Bam Hole in reverence of Lord Shiva. Winds of change are blowing across the small town of Muzaffarnagar, with the Muslim community going out of the way and voluntarily helping the Haridwar pilgrims, also known as Kawadiyas. The Kawad Yatra is an annual pilgrimage of Shiva devotees known as Kawadiyas to Hindu pilgrimage places of Haridwar, Gaumukh and Gangotri in Uttarakhand to fetch holy waters of Ganges river. The pious water is transported by foot to the individual's hometown and offered at the local Shiva temples.
मैं हरिद्वार से जल लेके आ रहा हूँ और ये मुजफ्फरनगर है। यहाँ पे बहुत अच्छी सुविधा दे रखी है मुसलमान भाइयों ने। इस बार ऐसी सेवा दी गई है कि शायद ही कभी दी गई हो। बहुत अच्छी सेवा दी गई है, सोने से लेके खाने तक का, बैठने तक का, मतलब वॉशरूम जाने का, सब जगह काफ़ी अच्छी सेवा दे रखी है।
Muslims residing in Muzaffarnagar have shown immense dedication to help out these pilgrims. Some of them have even taken a leave from their own jobs to put up tents for serving the travelling pilgrims.
देखिए बड़ा मजा आता है। एक सब लोग आस्था के साथ जल लेकर के हरिद्वार से अपने अपने स्थान को जाते हैं। उनकी सेवा करने में जो आत्म संतुष्टि मिलती है उससे बड़ा मजा आता है। और काम 10 दिन और 5 दिन की छुट्टी होती है, लेकिन इसमें लोगों की सेवा करके जो आत्म संतुष्टि मिलती है वो बहुत अच्छा है।
कावड़ का मतलब ये है, तो एक कावड़ भाई हमारे आ रहे हैं हरिद्वार से और बहुत दूर दूर के कावड़िए आते हैं। हमारा मकसद यहाँ बैठना भाईचारा है, भाई हिंदू मुस्लिम एकता हो, क्योंकि यहाँ का नाम बदनाम लोगों ने ज्यादा कर रखा है। खाला पार से अच्छा यहाँ ना तो कोई सा इलाका है ना होवेगा। यहाँ के खाला पार के लोग पूरी मार्केट अपनी मीनाक्षी चौप लेवे पूरी दुकानें बंद कर देते हैं और कावड़ियों की सेवा के लिए रहते हैं।
The pilgrims are also showering praises on the local Muslim community for their efforts.
देखिए बोले जी, देखो आ रहे हैं, जल मिल रहा है, खाना मिल रहा है, साथ में ट्रैफिक की भी सुविधा है, रोड पे छाया भी मिल रही है, कैंप भी है, हर चीज़ है। मुस्लिम भाइयों क्या कहना चाहोगे? मुस्लिम देखो जी, हम तो यही कहना चाहेंगे कि एकता ही बना के चले जाए तो ही ठीक है। देखो जी, दुश्मनी में कोई वो नहीं है, क्योंकि अच्छी सेवा है। हम तो यही चाहेंगे कि हमारे जैसों की और भी की जाए।
It is always heartwarming to see communities help each other out with such generous gestures. This touching effort by the people of Muzaffarnagar shows the path of peace and harmony to the rest of the nation, to look beyond their religious identities and help out each other in the name of humanity.
Now let's take a quick look at some development news from around the country.
India's Railway Minister Suresh Prabhu recently inaugurated the country's first green train corridor in the southern state of Tamil Nadu. The project is an initiative by the Indian Railways to create rail corridors with zero human discharge by fitting trains with bio-toilets.
So we are very proud that as a part of Indian government, as a part of development of India, Indian Railway will also contribute in a small little way to the development of these railways.
The government plans to invest about $127 billion in the project in the next 4 years. The initiative would also help to lower maintenance cost of tracks, he added. Some 23 million people use India's trains every day together with the railways workforce of 1.3 million. A prison in central India recently organized a yoga camp to help inmates cope with stress and depression. At least 100 inmates of Central Prison Bhopal stretched and bent to perform various postures of the Indian ancient exercise with instructor Swami Harshanand. Prison authorities said that the 3-day camp aimed at cultivating the practice of meditation among prisoners.
जो परेशानी आती है बंदियों को एक अवसाद की स्थिति से और एक तनाव की स्थिति रहती है, इसमें प्रयास ये रहता है कि तनाव का इसको हटाने के लिए, दूर करने के लिए हम जो कार्यों उद्योग कार्य से जोड़ते हैं, इसके साथ साथ में मनोरंजन, योग, प्राणायाम, ये भी ऐसी विधियां हैं जो जिससे बंदी जुड़े रहें। हमारे यहाँ पर योग चलता है, बंदी भाई काफ़ी जुड़े हैं और नित्य में करते हैं।
Prisoners also said that yoga helped them beat mental disorders like stress and anxiety.
By the late 1990s, India's growth story was defined by the IT sector, but now it is being rewritten by the startups. The country's new economic prosperity is driven by young entrepreneurs and their creative innovations. The number of startups in the country has exploded, and it is bound to rise exponentially in the coming years. Take a look. How about the young chaps writing the Indian growth story? This revolution has been brought by startups in India today. The economic meltdown has gulped almost every major economy in the world. But in India, the young, energetic and dynamic entrepreneurs are sailing through the high tides smoothly. With around 4,200 startup enterprises in the country, and the numbers expected to rise to 11,500 by 2020, creating over 2 lakh jobs, the sector will define the decades with its own definition. India possesses an ecosystem that provides ample space for a thriving startup industry, and young entrepreneurs are coming up with innovative ideas and setting up their own business units.
So just as in the late 90s and early 2000s, IT workers, people in the IT sector became the poster childs for the country. They became the brand ambassadors or mascots and represented the new India. Post 2010 and in particular in the last 3 years or so, it is the young entrepreneurs and the innovators who have come to represent the new India and the new age Indians. And this new India is now innovating for itself and innovating for the world.
Taking a cue from Prime Minister Narendra Modi's call on Startup India's Stand Up India project, more and more youngsters are establishing their business units. Startup India project was launched by the government to promote bank financing for startups and offer incentives to boost entrepreneurship and job creation.
Is so far, whatever you have heard, has been in terms of innovations being driven by the corporate sector. As the Prime Minister has often said, Startup India is not only about the corporate sector. Startup India is also about the MSME sector. Startup India is also about the hundreds and thousands of entrepreneurs who exist in India. That is what is going to ensure innovation and inventions.
The country is buzzing with entrepreneurial activity like never before and is at the forefront of an entrepreneurial revolution. India has been pegged at third place, only behind USA and UK in terms of number of startups.
World over, the success rate of a startup is not very high. But that's the nature of the business, because a lot of ideas are worked out and a lot of ideas get formalized. They can get themselves patented, they can get themselves into commercial operations and so on. So the rate of success is something which is beyond the government. What the government, however, can do is to give a chance for every idea to reach some stage which otherwise would have been impossible. Give them all the facilitation, tax breaks, make it easy for them to get funders, venture capitalists should get closer, and all that. And also to register for patents, speedier registration, cost of registration be cut down, and all that. But of course, eventually, the market will determine which of the ideas is going to be commercial success. That, of course, is something which we cannot predict.
India is the world's youngest startup nation. Innovative ventures are making a mark in India. The government of India's MSME sector is boosting entrepreneurs from even the remotest part of India to come forth and showcase the potential of their ideas. Indian cuisine is known worldwide, and people from around the world travel to experience this, which gives a boost to the hospitality sector. Today we focus on how Japan is promoting its traditional cuisine and contributing in providing hospitality and clear water in many countries across Asia.
In areas such as Southeast Asia and Africa, water shortage and water quality remains a major concern. Yamaha Motor has been contributing in providing safe drinking water to the villagers in Indonesia.
Biasanya warga itu ngambil air ke sungai, ya. Sekarang dari warga saya 840 kurang lebih itu udah konsumsi air sarsa semua. Dan perubahannya waktu dulu Pak, ya seringkali terjadi penyakit-penyakit yang menular dampaknya dari air sungai Pak. Nah sekarang setelah adanya bantuan dari Yamaha ini, ya masyarakat saya alhamdulillah kita bisa mengkonsumsi air sarasa dengan sehat gitu Pak.
The clean water system of Yamaha Motor has a simple build based on the slow filtration purification functions from the nature, which can be operated by local residents. The residents have even started water-related businesses such as selling drinking water to nearby villages and areas.
マーケットリサーチを進め、さまざまな地域に即した商品を開発していくとともに、現地の水事情を改善し、生活を豊かにする手助けを続けていきたいと考えています。
Yamaha has developed different equipments that are suitable for the specific locations and aims for further expansion. Japanese cuisine has developed through centuries of social and economic changes. With an aim to promote the Japanese cuisine the world over, the Washoku World Challenge is being organized by the Ministry of Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries of Japan. Washoku World Challenge has been established as the biggest and authorized Japanese cuisine competition. Japan is rapidly investing in hospitality sector in Asia. In Cambodia, the Tokyo Inn Phnom Penh Hotel is known for its hospitality. Its interiors are designed to suit foreign guests.
もちろん日本人の方に使っていただきたいですし、世界のいろんな方に使っていただきたい。これが日本の東横インなんだっていうものを知ってもらいたい。
The guests can also enjoy the great view from the restaurant on the top floor while having breakfast.
The The royal city of Jaipur is rich in heritage, culture and architecture. The splendid fortresses, majestic palaces, tranquil temples and beautiful havelis are a major tourist attraction. This architectural jewel comes alive with a refreshing look on its antique edifices during monsoon. The rain brings a great respite from the scorching sunny days, thus making Jaipur one of the most preferred monsoon getaways in the country. Let's take a trip to this incredible destination.
When rain comes down on the dusty lands of Rajasthan and gives respite from being baked in the oppressive summer, it's not only the brown surface that turns verdant green, but also the joy on the face of the locals that touches your heart forever. Heavy rains have been lashing the state from the past few weeks, filling up lakes and ponds which usually dry up during the excruciating summers. Visitors from all across the world have flocked to various tourist destinations, including the capital Jaipur city, famous for its palaces, gardens and temples. The tourism industry is expecting a growth of around 20% in tourists' arrival due to the generous showers this year. Immense water bodies in most of the tourist-centric destinations are a major attraction for visitors and leave them pleasantly surprised.
India has really nice buildings, especially, the Amber Fort here and Taj Mahal, the Red Fort in Delhi. All of these structures are really old, yet beautifully preserved. Yeah, it's a pleasure to go and visit them and learn more about how these buildings were built and about the culture. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful country. Rajasthan is probably one of the most beautiful states or provinces in India. So there's Jaipur, Udaipur and Jaipur. So yeah, everyone who comes to India should visit these regions and these cities.
ये गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसीज़ का है जो प्रमोशन कर रही है इंडिया आने के लिए, क्योंकि पहले से क्या होता था सीजन खाली अक्टूबर से लेकर मार्च तक चलता था, जबकि अब मार्च के बाद भी सीजन चलता है, गर्मी में भी चलता है, क्योंकि होटल का लो प्राइसेस जैसे गवर्नमेंट पॉलिसी जो इनकी जो प्रमोशन दे रही है उनको, इस हिसाब से गवर्नमेंट जो रेट्स के हिसाब से डिपेंड करता है मार्केट, उस हिसाब से बढ़ रहा है, यहाँ पे गर्मी में भी बढ़ रहा है.
Thousands of tourists, both domestic and foreign, visit Jaipur every year. Jaipur is house to several palaces, but one that really captures your heart is Amer Fort. Set in picturesque and rugged hills, it is a fascinating blend of Hindu and Mughal architecture. A UNESCO World Heritage Site, the fort is located in the small town of Amer, 11 kilometers from Jaipur. The fort was the ancient citadel of the ruling Kachawahas of Amer before the capital was shifted to the plains, the present-day Jaipur. The tourists are usually seen enjoying elephant rides outside the fort.
Because I think it's one of the most interesting places in India, and I was sure to visit and see very interesting places like the Amber Fort, the Taj Mahal, which is very a legend for us, and
Elephant ride.
Yes, the elephant ride was funny and typically Indian.
Rajasthan receives one of the lowest rainfalls in the country, making it an ideal destination to visit during monsoons with just enough rains for a pleasant climate and easy travel. Jal Mahal is one of the most sought-after monsoon destinations of Jaipur. Literally a water palace, its beauty lies in its location as the palace stands in the center of the lake with a beautiful backdrop of the green carpeted mountains. It is an amazing place to revel in the romance of rains. The food and culture of the city is also a major tourist puller. An authentic feast, which is an essential part of the monsoon tour, is the lip-smacking Rajasthani vegetarian palate smeared with authentic Indian ghee in the time-honored Rajasthani manner. During monsoons, the dish on offer is the exceptionally mouth-watering ghevar. The dish is an integral part of the festivities that begin in the state during the rainy season.
I don't know, I love the culture. It's just completely different. Like, it's like a kind of culture shock. You come here and everyone's so relaxed and everyone's so like loving. Like everyone, like you drive through the streets and you see like 10 people helping someone with a car or something. Like everyone just helps everyone and it's so friendly that you just don't get that home. The food is amazing. Like Indian food is my favorite.
Jaipur is an enigmatic city with a spectacular amalgamation of both contemporary and the time-honored past. The placid charm of these historical locales and the enchantment of nature during monsoon season at these spots go beyond the expectations of tourists.
That's all we have for you this week. Your comments and suggestions are important to us. Do give us your feedback at myindia@anin.com. Now signing off with a glimpse at the Kargil Vijay Divas celebrations from different parts of the country. The day is observed every year in honor of the Kargil war heroes for the success of Operation Vijay. Goodbye and take care.